three types of people will be thrown in the hellfire immediately. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. There was a Sahabi by the name Shufay al-Asbahi. He went to Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu and asked Abu Hurairah, tell me a hadith or something that you heard or you learned from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Then Abu Hurairah, before he mentioned the hadith to Shufay, he started sobbing. Second time he tried to mention the hadith again, he started sobbing, crying heavily. Third time he tried to mention the hadith, he was sobbing again and again. Then Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said that while I was alone with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I heard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, three types of people will be thrown in the hellfire immediately, right away. Three types of people. The first type is the one who recites the Quran, the one who reads the Quran and recites it beautifully. Allah will ask him, Allah will tell him, I blessed you with the Quran. I put the Quran in your heart. I taught you the Quran. What did you do with it? He will say, oh Allah, I learned it, I read it, and I taught it to other people. Then Allah will say, you are a liar. You read the Quran to show off to people. You recited the Quran in a beautiful voice to show off to people so everybody can praise you and everybody can say good things about you and say how beautiful your voice is and how knowledgeable you are in the Quran. And the Malaika also will say, you are a liar. Then Allah will say, grab him and throw him in the hellfire. The second type of person that Allah will bring is the one who fought for the path of Allah. Allah will say, what did you do with all my blessing that I gave you? The strength, the bravery. I made you courageous. I made you strong, gave you muscles, gave you a fit body. What did you do with that? This person will say, oh Allah, I fought the enemies. I destroyed the enemies. Then Allah and the angels will say, you are a liar. You did not do it for my sake. Allah will say, you did it to show off to people so everybody can say, look at him. He's brave. He's so strong. He is doing this. He's fighting so hard. And Allah will say, grab him and throw him in the hellfire. The third type of person is the wealthy, the rich guy, the wealthy guy who Allah blessed him with wealth. Allah will question him. Allah will ask him, what did you do with all the wealth that I've given you? He will say, oh Allah, I fed the poor people. I helped the poor people. I helped this and I did this. And he mentions every single thing he did with his wealth. Allah will say, and the angels, you are a liar. You did all that so people can say, look at him. That rich guy, look at him. He helps that person. He helps everybody. He helps the poor. He helps the orphans. He builds this. You did it so people can praise you. You did it because to show off. You did it so people can speak highly about you. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, grab him and throw him in the hellfire. May Allah protect us. Ameen. This shows you the importance of sincerity. This shows you how important it is to be sincere, to have ikhlas in whatever you do. Whatever you do, big or small, make sure you do it only for the sake of Allah. Make sure only to please Allah. Make sure only to do it to seek the pleasure and the reward from Allah only. Do not show off to people. Do not expect appreciation from people. Do not expect people to thank you or to give you anything for whatever you did. You only do it for the sake of Allah. Sincerely, you do it, that's it. You forget about it. Because you're not doing it for people. Do not seek any gratitude, anything in return at all, because you will get the reward and the status in Jannah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Correct your actions, whatever you do. Do it for the sake of Allah. And expect Allah to reward you for it. Expect Allah to put you in Jannah for that good deed. Expect Allah to be happy with you. That's it. Do not show off to people.